Relax. I just want to take some pictures. Woo! No, today is Thursday, November the 10th. Got a little bit of breakfast. Just got done working out. Today was a partner workout. If you had a partner, it had rowing and a progression of snatches that went up in weight, down in reps. Jamie earned his third strike today by throwing a shirt over Adam's face while he was snatching. So Jamie, I will start praying for you because you're going to get hurt. He's gonna kill you. Mm-hmm. Different types of training apps. And so let's dive right in and let's look at some of the top training apps, and we'll talk about the one that we use at the YMCA in Powdersville. So just going on the internet, and we're going to Google CrossFit training apps. You have SugarWod, which kind of focuses on mobility, CompTrain, Mayhem, you've got SugarWod, HWPO. There's really a lot out there, and it all depends on a lot of things, really. If you don't know, now you know. Matt Frazier is kind of like behind this. So the cool thing about this is you can do a free 14-day trial, and you can go to programs, and you can kind of look at the different kinds of programs. So they've got like a flagship, a 60, a lift, strong, which is like, lift is your competition movements, things like that. Your strong is going to be like strongman, the stupid, crazy, heavy things that they lift. You've got the pro, the sweat, and then you got the classic. And they all range in price. They go anywhere from $20 all the way to $80 a month. And here on the sidebar here, you can go through and do like a self-assessment. What do you want to get out of the program, basically, and that will tell you, they'll filter it down to like what works best for you, what you selected. So you can, how long do you want to train? Under 60 minutes, over 90 minutes? What's your goal? Do you just want progression, CrossFit games, or you just want to sweat? And you kind of do your experience level. Some other things like with SugarWod, I think you can do SugarWod, and you can do an in-app assessment on like mobility and things like that, which is great. But yeah, with like the SmartWod app, it's just kind of something that you can go in, you can select what type of equipment you have and what your levels are, and you can make it pick a workout for you. Obviously there's ads in there unless you want to pay to get out of those. You can set EMOMs, AMRAPs. It'll talk to you and give you a time limit, just about like everything else will. There's SugarWod, and SugarWod is cool because that's what we use at the YMCA. SugarWod is cool. If I'm not mistaken, it's still programmed by Mayhem, so Rich and all those people up in Tennessee. Now, I guess kind of like a side note or a disclaimer, I feel like Rich Froning and Matt Frazier and all these big name athletes, I don't think they sit down and program every single day workout. I'm pretty sure they have some help, but I know they have a hand in it, which is kind of cool. I mean, they promote that Matt Frazier programs based off of what he did when he was going to the games, just depending on what category you chose to select or buy. Now, when we use SugarWod, it's you get it a week at a time, just however your head coach will push it out. I think that's really good for like your bigger gyms or your bigger classes. There's like a bodybuilding, there's a workout of the day, there's mobility, there's all kinds of drop downs that you can do. And they kind of go in like a few week format to try to progress in things. So that's good as well. I have been looking at the HWPO a little bit more. I wanted to get a little bit more out of what I'm training. The first year that I did CrossFit, I did the open, and it completely wrecked my soul. So I stayed in it a little bit more, got better. The second year I did it, I jumped phenomenally, in the ranking. When I say phenomenally, I don't mean that I was going anywhere, but I just placed a lot higher than I normally would have. But what I wanted to start doing is kind of ramping up my training just a little bit on the days that I can. So there's a lot of pros and cons. Obviously, you need to pick based off of a few things. You should always pick based off of, number one, what you want to get out of the program. And you can really do that just by thinking, do you want to just get a workout in? Are you trying to like get better at, some local competitions? Are you really trying to go to the games and be a super athlete and get that name brand on you? Do you have access to a gym? What equipment do you have access to? How much time do you have to devote, not necessarily every day, but when you do go train, how much time do you have to dedicate to that? I would say that probably the biggest thing that will be your deciding factor is how much do you want to pay for an app? At the YMCA in Powdersville, we subscribe to SugarWod, and it's $40 for the entire year. Go to these bigger names like the HWPO, it's $40 a month. So you're going from $40 a year to $40 a month, or if you're doing a higher tier program, you're tapping into $80 a month. Our good friend Coach Al, he has tried out the HillerFit, and I think that's $10 a month. It seems to be a little bit better than SugarWod in that it still gives you that almost like a workout for a warm-up, some warm-up stretches, things like that for mobility. It'll give you some kind of strength movement to do, and then you can go into conditioning like an actual WOD workout. Same thing with the HWPO that I saw. They give you kind of some like sample workouts, and then you can do an actual workout for a warm-up. You can do some mobility and stretching. It'll give you some solid conditioning strength workout, and then it'll actually give you a workout. And the sample that they showed looked pretty spicy. So I don't know. It's something that I'll be looking at. I may try the 2-week trial and just see how it goes and do that in addition to what we do at the YMCA in Powdersville. And guys, don't forget, we're spoiled bigger than crap at the YMCA, because if you're looking at your average cost for a CrossFit gym, it's anywhere from like $75 to pushing $200, depending on where you go and where you're located in the country. Because we pay for a membership, and that membership includes all your classes, and it just so happens that they teach CrossFit classes with certified coaches, but you're not paying anything extra. Other places that either have the CrossFit name with them, like the Anderson YMCA, they're having to pay for that CrossFit name in their title. So don't take anything for granted. Certainly be happy and be grateful for what you do have. Just to have the space that we have now compared to just a small concrete portion outside is ridiculous. I certainly hope this video has helped you out just a little bit when you're considering any kind of training program that you want to buy or subscribe or pay for. So do your research, think about what you want to get out of it, how much you're willing to pay, and the access that you have to equipment or gyms, whatever. This tastes familiar.
You look like you could have slept a little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if my phone wants to know where I am, I'm pretty bored. He's like, yeah, I'm in 3 places. I was like, work, home, and the gym. He's like, yep, they got a 33% chance of finding me.
It's like a dance, did you hear that?
I'm just gonna make sure I get a date and time stamp on her actually being here today.
Let's screenshot that.
Oh, my man's about to go to sleep.
Hey, Don.
think we're gonna do the workout before we do our strength.
4 crazy minutes today.
Start the rows first.
Yeah.
Start the rows. You can actually have.
So we didn't finish in the time cap, but we did finish. Let me show you some proof. Well, look at that.
Get in the light.
Boy, they clean.
Yeah.
Why you sweating so much?
You know what that means? That's some heavy ass weight.
That was super heavy.
Did you do any snatches at all?
Absolutely not.
Real power player that showed up today.
What's up?
What'd you ask for?
BCAAs. What does this say?
BCAA energy. It says energy. Clearly on there, right there. You're a dummy.
Can't pick stupid.
Liz, I'm sorry. That's the end of today.
What?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.